So I'm Kalika. I'm the founder and director of Critical Concrete, sustainable and social architecture initiative based in Porto, in Portugal. And so I've been asked here to talk about co-design and why and how we do co-design. So I guess like the first reason for us to do co-design is to try to like work with collective intelligence. Sometimes it goes to collective stupidity, but like sometimes it does go with collective intelligence and like try to work against the ego of the designer, the ego of the artist, of the architect, of the designer. So what we try to do is like by kind of deleting the ego, we manage to give more power to the ideas, to the solutions that we find collectively. So usually we get happily surprised with the co-design solution that when they're implemented. Another good point for embracing participatory and co-design in general is that it's very efficient and fast. So the result that we can get in a very short amount of time is often much better, and it's just much faster implementation than working vertically, where you're like, I'm the designer, you have one designer that does this, and like maybe did not understand the whole concept, the whole context of wherever we're working. And then I would have to say a few words about how we implement it. So usually when we implement it in our summer school format, in our post-graduation formats, we have a post-graduation about sustainable architecture now, or even with clients, what we do is that we make groups of participants, try to mix specialist and non-specialist people, try to have a good mix of know-hows in the groups, and then get people to work on a time. So they would do like one session of 15 minutes, after having acknowledged all the data we have on the problem, then work 15 minutes on this problem, and then all the groups would deliver to each other in an open session. After that, we would do a feedback loop where we would work more as mediators than as designers in these sessions. And after this feedback, we would mix completely the groups and put them to work again together. The virtuous effect of this strategy is that the people that take power in one group might not be able to take the power in the other group. So like this, we managed to kind of little by little take out this kind of ownership, this kind of will of like, I wanted to pee on the design, suddenly like kind of after a few sessions completely disappears, no? So there's always like some people resisting, but like overall, we had like very good result with this strategy. And what we do is like, we kind of binge work it like that. So we do like series of like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on the project, depending on the complexity, but always try to work with a short amount of time and reach at the end of the day, of the 2 days, more than a consensus, a collective decision, a group decision where everyone feels that it's their design. So it's funny because you take off the appropriation to give it back at the end, but to a wider group. And yeah, that's a bit how we do it and why we do.